What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Moving Out with the Bros, episode 12. We did just watch Stranger Things, and we finished it out.
Is this episode 12 or is this episode 11?
Episode 12, welcome in. We just finished Stranger Things. Well, actually, should we say finished?
Okay.
People think there's going to be an episode that comes out on January 7th.
Okay.
I actually have that in my notes. And we will be talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, so just to clarify right off the bat here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a full Stranger Things episode. Obviously, it just concluded. We had a little video we put out on the page. Somebody's been slacking on clips here lately. Where have all my...
I've been dying in a bed.
You don't even know why that's funny what you just said. The entire time you just talked, you froze, cut out, and the only thing we heard was dying bed. So this guy has been sick.
Dying in a bed.
So we'll cut him a little bit of slack, I guess. But this is going to be a full Stranger Things episode. We're going to be giving our full breakdown on the whole thing. Like I said, we put a little post out after we finished the finale. We had already recorded the whole thing, and then it didn't go right, so we weren't in the greatest mood. So it wasn't the greatest clip ever. But and did you see the screenshot that somebody took of my face and zoomed in? I don't even know what they were trying to say. But this is going to be full Stranger Things episode, diving in, giving our opinion, and getting into a lot of these crazy fan theories that are happening. So
Stranger Things.
Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to get the ball rolling, or what are you feeling? I say, let's start with negatives. Let's work through the negatives of this final season as a whole, and then go from there, if you're good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you want to start or me?
You.
All right, so we'll start with some of the things that I feel like are the biggest glaring issues, right? Because personally, I'll tell you, after sitting with it for a little bit, which I don't know where you stand, honestly, I really don't. We haven't talked about it much. Me personally, after sitting with it for a little bit,
I believe.
Okay, yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe. I believe. All right? Which, I will say real quick, actually just change direction here. That whole thing, I don't think either of us realized when we had finished the finale that it was, that was supposed to be an open-ending thing. Yeah.
I just thought it was saying that she lived. I was like, okay.
No, brother, anybody that says that she's dead is just like you're not thinking. Like I have seen people completely...
No, but there are points. No, I even have notes on this. There are points to back up both sides. It is open-ended. And there's also I have more stuff on that.
We'll get into it. We'll start with some negatives here, and we'll get into it. So, like I was saying, these are what I think is the biggest glaring issues, because me personally, after sitting with the finale is a lot of people's biggest problem is the finale, but the whole season as a whole, after sitting with it for a little bit, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Obviously, we said this in our little video we did. It could have been a little cleaner. Sure, it could have been a little cleaner. There was some stuff that was messy. There were some problems, but altogether, I'm not mad. Some of the biggest glaring issues for me, in the finale, the final fight scene with the Mind Flayer and Vecna, way too quick. We both talked about this.
We've already talked about this. Way too fast, way too... I mean, they go into the final boss battle. It is an absolute walk 'em down Wheeler type of situation. I mean, we have 11 jumping into the stomach, if you will, of the Mind Flayer, ripping him open, and then she just gets Vecna easy to chop his head. I mean, it's like, what is going on here? Are we are we unified as a military unit moving it? Like, no. We are children. We are children, and we kill an effing monster.
Listen, the people that have said that have tried to bring up, like, these are children, first of all, they're mostly older now. And first of all, they've been fighting this thing for 10 years. They know a thing or two about it. They know what's happening. So they have some experience. And my problems is... Here's my main issues, right? Because I didn't think the battle scene itself was bad. My issues is it's basically the same fight scene that you have with the Mind Flayer in the mall in season 3. It's basically the same fight. Yes, when they're in the mall, they're all up top and they're throwing fireworks out onto it. That's what they did. They're all on top of the mountain. They're throwing whatever they were doing, blasting fire, whatever, down onto it. That's what they're doing. It's basically the same thing, just in a different area. So that was annoying. That's kind of
That might be
stupid.
the dumbest take I've ever heard in my life.
Are we for real?
We are for
That's
real.
just a fact. That's just a fact. And then, because I didn't think the fight scene was bad. Like, there's cool parts to it. I like Nancy being this badass now that does whatever.
Yeah, I didn't think
Um,
he was bad either.
it's just way too quick. It's just way too quick. We have been building up to this the entire
Yeah,
time the show has been a
and
thing.
it's also like it's like for example in the trailers when you see like Dustin for example and you see him looking up and he's like I don't even remember what he says but he's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
oh my but just like stuff like that if they had those type of reactions when first walking into a battle like that that would have just alone hyped it up so much more.
Yep. I did. I did also see people. This didn't bother as much, but I did see people pointing out when the scene happens and the the thing turns into the big monster and they're seeing it and they're like, "Hey, let's run over to the hillside here, whatever." I saw people pointing out, "Hey, they got there in about 2 minutes, and that's like miles away. So it would have taken them, however long to actually get there." So that didn't bother as much because I didn't really, I'm just trying to enjoy the show. I'm not thinking about that when it's happening. But obviously that was a big problem. And one thing I will point on to solidify the fight being too quick is, Will's coming out scene was longer than that final battle.
Is that factual?
That's factual.
See, like it's just disgusting. I mean,
That's a
I mean, it really
problem.
is.
That's a problem. And I'm going to look all of you in the eyes right now that are going to say, that's homophobic. No. No. No, it's not. If you want to have Will with a coming out scene, fine. Don't care. But the final battle that we've led up to for the entire duration of the show shouldn't be shorter than the coming out scene. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. Do you have a negative you want to bounce off of here, or you want me to go to my next one? How you want to do it?
Sorry, sir, you're cutting out a little bit.
Do you have a negative you want to go with, or do you want me to take it? Do we want to bounce off each other here?
You take it and I'll bounce off just because I have like once we get to the end of the negatives, I have an entire like list of unanswered questions.
Okay, I like it. So my next one is which this I know is a massive problem for a lot of people. No Demogorgons, no Demodogs, no Demobats in the final battle or anywhere in that final area, or even in the Upside Down. We don't see them in the entire final thing. I don't even know the last time we see a Demogorgon. Massive issue.
Y- Yeah, and the Duffer Brothers were asked about it, and they made it 10 times worse after
Yep.
answering. I
Yep.
don't remember exactly what they answered, but their answer just made it so much worse.
Yep. I believe their answer was again. Don't quote me on this because I don't really remember that well either. But I did see them talking about it. I believe their answer was something along the lines of Vecna thought that the Mind Flayer was powerful enough that he wouldn't need other soldiers guarding him or something like that.
Or no. Yeah, I remember what they said. They said that he got attacked on his home turf, so he wasn't expecting
Oh,
it.
yeah, that as well. Like, let's get real here. I mean that that's a massive issue. Like again, like not even being able to remember the last time we see a Demogorgon is a problem when they have honestly been the main, like they haven't been the main villain, but they've been the main thing that you see fighting the people. It's not Vecna that you see every episode fighting people. It's the Demogorgons.
Yeah, I mean,
Demodogs.
I would have liked to see more Demogorgons, and especially Demo Bats.
Yes,
Like, we
that's what I was
didn't
just gonna
have
say.
any of those, and I mean, it's like,
People have been pointing it out. Literally, the only reason of the Demobat's existence was to kill
Eddie.
Eddie and then leave. That's it. That's it. That is the only reason they're in the show, is to kill Eddie and then they're gone.
Which they could have had the best season of television in the history of television if they would have brought Eddie back, and they just tweaked some things and made everything
Yes.
make sense.
Yes. Yes. I gosh. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's just a massive problem. Just a massive problem. I don't even think, or no, never mind. I was gonna say I don't even think there was Demodogs in this season, but there was in the hospital scene with all of that. But it's just like what, like there should have been that battle scene should have gone on so much longer. There should have been Demogorgons, Demodogs, Demobats. Everything should have been there. Should have been a massive ordeal. Um, my last negative. Again, these are just my major negatives that I think actually are problems. Everything outside of this, I don't really feel like is like too big of a deal if you're just gonna sit there and enjoy the show. My last one is we don't see what happens with Murray, like we talked about. We don't know what happens with my brother Murray. One of a lot of people's favorite character, and you don't see what happens with him.
Well, I have something else on that.
Well, that's my main negatives I had right there. I mean, there's some more in there, but I just want to hit on some of my major ones that I think actually make a difference and are problems that need to be pointed out.
All right,
Real
we'll go
quick,
over
sorry. Real quick, I will also say this. What I've seen a lot of people complain about is that this final season didn't feel like old Stranger Things. What I don't understand is how people can't get through their minds. This isn't season 1 anymore. This isn't season 2 anymore. This isn't season 3 anymore. This isn't just a small town anymore. Those 3 seasons people love because it's a small town with crazy things happening, blah, blah, blah. We then see in season 4 the progression of how big this is getting. This is what would happen in real life. It's not going to stay a small little thing. It's going to expand. When it gets this massive, military is going to get involved. Things are going to happen. It's not going to feel like old Stranger Things because it's not anymore. It's gotten so big. These things have happened. It's gotten so bad. It's not going to feel like that anymore. So I don't get why people have said that or where they would have wanted it to go. This is what has to happen.
Don't ask me, brother.
Well, I mean, that's just another thing I had to say because the people that are saying that, I genuinely don't get. I genuinely just don't understand. But you can go with what you're about to jump into.
All right. So we got some questions that were not answered slash negatives, I guess. But I have 12 here. So
Wowzers, this guy is ready to rip it.
Number one, who stepped on the branch when Max and Holly first met in the woods?
Oh, wow.
Number two.
I haven't even seen that brought up on anything I've seen. Wow. Did you come up with that yourself?
Okay. Number two, going off of you talking about Murray, where did Vicky, Robin's girlfriend, and Murray go?
Yes.
I will say, Murray was at graduation. That's what people are saying. I hadn't actually watched it on the episode, but people are saying he was at graduation. But
I swear
that was
he's not.
18 months later. Still, that was 18 months later. So that does not even matter if he was there.
I don't think he was.
They just should have done more with Murray.
I'm sticking with I don't think he was because I just went back and I was watching clips of the graduation scene because of something that somebody pointed out, and I'm watching the theories that we're about to get into later, and I don't think he's in that scene.
He probably is. And then okay. Vicky as well. Vicky as well.
Yeah, Vicky. We really don't hear anything. I know.
I honestly don't care. But
okay. I did see people saying that somewhere they say something about her leaving and going to some other state or something.
Okay, that's just somebody yapping.
Yeah.
Number 3, what's under Lucas's bed? Ooh.
Wait, I don't get that one.
Oh my.
I don't get that one.
I don't remember exactly what season it was. It might have been 4. But Erica and Lucas are talking.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody wants to know.
I thought you were talking about this season. I'm like, what the frick are you talking about?
But, and then number 4, what happened with the government / them getting caught at the end there? They just, Nancy walked down about 37 people. So,
that is a major problem as well. That should have been in my major problems. That is a very major problem.
Yeah, and don't quote me on this at all. I'm pretty sure the Duffers were asked about it, and they said now that 11 is gone, there was just no reason for them to they just the government had to just left, I guess, because there was no reason for them to. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Listen, I got to tell you, the
But
Duffers
don't
got to
quote me on
stop.
that. I don't know if they.
No,
I
no, no,
don't know
no,
if
no,
they
no,
actually.
no. I know they said something like that on it. I got to tell you, Duffers got to stop taking interviews. The more they talk, the more it's just like,
And they lie so much. They lie so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's
But that is a
disgusting.
major, major, major problem. That should have been in my major problems.
Yeah, I mean, okay, number 5. How did Max graduate when she was in a coma for a year and a
Okay,
half?
oh crap. There was somebody that I saw that did an explanation of this. Now I'm forgetting it. Gosh darn it. But whatever I saw, it didn't bother me that much. Gosh darn it. I can't believe I didn't write it down. I'm forgetting it.
All right, number 6. Um, did the rest of the Turnbow family get wiped out by the pie?
Or are they still tied up in that barn?
Exactly.
That
I
doesn't
mean,
bother
it's
me
not.
either. That doesn't bother me as much either. But I guess it
Doesn't bother
should.
you. Derek is sitting at graduation by himself without his family.
I was just gonna say. Actually, I guess it should bother me because Derek is supposed to be like what, a 10-year-old child.
And it's stupid as well because, like, I even remember us talking about this before the season even came out. The first episodes, everybody saw Derek and they hated it. They're like,
Yes,
"Why the f would
yes,
they add another
yes.
character?" Everybody loves him, and we even talked about this. I'm pretty sure, like, we were like, "Why is everybody hating?" Blah blah blah.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
like, it's like, okay, how did Derek get through that hole in the cave? The rocks. How did he
This
get
was
through
one
it?
of my questions as well. This is one of my questions as well because we see how much even just Holly struggles, and Holly is a twig. Derek ain't fitting through that hole, brother. Derek. Oh my
Number 8.
gosh.
How did Hopper get his job back? He was imprisoned in Russia and presumed dead for 2 years.
This doesn't bother me as much either because, well, I guess if you really think about it, it really was. So he was imprisoned in Russia, pronounced dead or assumed dead. And you said how long? That was for 2 years? Or a year, however long it was. And
I'm
then,
pretty sure it was 2 years.
okay, so then he comes back. And then when he comes back, you have an 18-month jump to where we start season
Yeah.
5. So you go another year and a half. And then when they
Well,
show...
that might be counting it. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, let's just say they do count that. Then you go to where they actually show him with his job back. That is another 18 months later. At the end where they show him in his cop uniform with his job back, that is another 18
There was
months.
only one 18 months later.
No. When season 5 begins, there is an 18-month jump from that cliffhanger they leave us off in season 4 where the city's getting ripped apart. There's an 18-month jump, and then they pick up season 5. At the end of season 5, in the end of the finale, once they beat Vecna and they chop his head off, then they flip to another 18-month jump.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, still, like... Okay. Number 9. Lucas was injured in that tunnel. Remember that? By the Demogorgon?
Yes. Yeah.
But the next day, he's in the hospital carrying Max around like nothing happened. And then he kicks a demo dog out the way.
Okay, that was ridiculous. I said that when we were watching it. Brother is not just doming a Dimmadog in the head with that weak ass kick.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting his leg eaten off.
Exactly.
But which leg, though? Okay, next.
Okay.
Number 10. Will is linked to Vecna and the Hive Mind.
Yes, this is a massive
But
issue
when
as
they
well.
are fighting him and when they kill him, Will's not affected.
Yes, this is a massive issue as well. I'm glad you put all this stuff down. This is a massive, massive, massive issue as well.
And on the topic of this, I feel like Will could have had a way bigger part in that final battle.
Well, it should have been longer. If it was longer, I think he would have had a bigger part. Like, I liked the part he had. I liked that he was using the power he had because I said it all season. I loved the way they did his stuff. When he did the thing where Max and Holly are stuck with Vecna and he controls his body and snaps his legs or whatever and he says, run. One of my favorite scenes in this entire freaking show.
Yeah, they could have had him do more in the final boss battle. That could have been
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Number 11. Are Susie and Dusty Bun still dating?
So the thing that I saw people saying is, so in the beginning of season 5, obviously he's depressed, he's mad, all this stuff. People are just assuming that he just dumped her because he's in this depression and that he's mad, or that she would have broke up with him or something because he's going through
I
all this.
guess. And then the final question, and there actually is a lot more I could have got, but these are just
Well, yeah,
final question number 12. Where is Dr. Owens? Dr. Owens is the
yes,
one that
yeah, I
you
know
know
who
who
he
he
is.
is?
Yeah, I know who he is. Now, what I don't remember is where he leaves off at. Like, I don't remember the last time we see him in season 4, or like I don't remember what the
Yeah, I
last
don't
thing we see is
remember
of him.
either.
Yeah, so yeah, I just don't remember because I've seen a lot of people talking about that as well, but I just genuinely don't remember what the last thing we even see with him is.
And like I think the Escape podcast said this. I think um at the finale of the season 8 Stranger Things, if they would have just gotten a letter or anything from Dr. Owens, because Dr. Owens would always get them out of the situations with the government
Hmm.
and stuff like that. If,
Yeah,
if they would have just gotten a letter or something, that would have cleared up the entire situation of them
yeah,
not getting in trouble.
yep,
But they didn't do it. So I mean, it's like,
yep.
all right. I mean,
It's
I guess
it's
that's our
it's
negatives right there.
it's genuinely insane. It's genuinely insane. And again, we're pointing out a lot of negatives, and there's even more. There's even more, right? But now we're gonna get into some good. We're gonna get into some good. We're gonna get into some theories, all this stuff. I don't know, what you got going, what order you have stuff in. But there's the negatives for you guys, like you said.
Um,
I don't want anybody that's watching this. I don't want everybody to think that it's all negatives. It's not all negatives. If you've watched it, and I think, and if you're a fan of the show, I think you know it's not all negatives. But when you lay it out like that, it doesn't look great. But we're about to get into the good stuff. We're about to get into the good stuff.
I guess I'll jump into something real quick. This isn't really a theory. I guess this is kind of a negative.
Okay, so we're gonna
But
say negatives for a second. All right.
Reddit's at the end. Are they AI?
Okay, so I saw people talking about this, and when I saw it, so I actually didn't like. I watched some of it, but I didn't sit and watch the entire thing. Or maybe I did, because I did see the closing book scene. I don't know, but I've gone back and I've seen a bunch of people talking about this. I thought they were when I first saw them. Some of them. I don't think all of them are, but I thought some of them were when I first saw it. But then I saw people doing breakdowns of the exact scenes that they took the pictures from. It is not AI. It might look like that because it's a drawing instead of being an actual picture, but it is not AI when you actually put it side by side.
Brother, have you even seen the pictures? Someone drawing that is not drawing the fingers like that, though. When Nancy's holding that gun, they're not
Yes,
drawing fingers like
that one specifically, literally is. They showed it is an exact outline of how her hand and everything is on it. It is. It looks weird in the outline, but when you actually put it side by side and you outline it with like like somebody had taken it and outlined it with like a neon, like marker or whatever, you see it is the exact image. I know it looks whack,
Yeah.
and I thought it was AI when I first saw it, but after seeing that, I don't think it is. Now, with you saying that, there is people that want to theorize that. So you see all of that, and then it ends with the book closing, and it's Stranger Things, a D&D book. So people are also theorizing that this entire thing was a D&D game.
Well, yeah, I know. But I mean,
Wrong.
I don't.
Wrong. That's all I can say on that.
Well,
Wrong.
even if it was, like, why does it? It doesn't even really matter.
No. Wrong. That's not what it... Like, it's so stupid. That's not what it was. Okay. Do you want to get into some positives, and then we can jump into this whole theory deal?
Yeah,
All right. You want to start with me?
you. I don't even
All
really.
right.
I don't even have a list on positives.
This guy has no positives. This guy just tore the show apart.
Oh my god. I obviously have positives, and I just didn't write them down. And I
know.
didn't just tear the show apart. I was bouncing off of your negatives, and then I had a list of questions that were not answered.
Calm down, Daddy.
Questions that are not answered aren't even in the negatives list or the positive list or anything. It's just a separate section for questions not answered.
Pipe down. Didn't mean to set anything off there, all right? Now, let's get into it. So, again, there's a lot of people that absolutely hate this final season, and they hate the finale and think that it's ruined the entire show. There's also people that love it and absolutely love the finale and think that it's perfect. After, like I was saying earlier, after sitting with it for a while, I'm not mad. I actually like it quite a bit. We just pointed out a lot of things that are wrong, a lot of things that could have been fixed, whatever. But specifically, the last 40 minutes of the finale, I absolutely love, and I don't think they could have done it any better. Genuinely do not think they could have done it any better. You have,
I like it as well.
yeah, I mean, they closed out every couple, every friend, every relationship perfectly, every character perfectly. You have the people that are obviously mad that no major characters died. I mean, maybe you could call Kali a major character. I've seen people trying to argue that. She's barely in the show, and the 2 episodes she's in are the 2 lowest rated episodes ever. So we're not going to call her a major character. But people are mad that no major characters died. Like, I don't think, a bunch of major characters have to die for it to be good. So,
Well, I mean, on the topic of that, it's just kind of crazy how many deaths they
okay.
teased, I guess. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Steve falling off the tower and he gets caught by Jonathan. That was crazy work. Even crazier work, thinking Hopper shot 11 in the water tank.
Yes,
That is actually wild.
I actually thought she was dead.
I mean, yeah, me too. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. And then there is another.
I
there
really
is
don't
another
get
scenario.
I really don't get how she wasn't dead. Because I understand Vecna is playing a trick on his mind, but there were bullet holes in the glass, and then he breaks the glass in real life.
It's because it was all an illusion.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, that was crazy. No, but that's what makes it even worse. That's what makes it even worse because it's like, again, I don't think all major, I don't think you have to have a bunch of major characters die for it to be good. But when you tease 30,000 different deaths throughout it, and there's always a way out, now it's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually ridiculous. If we went through, I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch this whole last season again. I could probably say, just off the top of my head, I would say there's 15 plus fake outs. You're going to think I'm crazy.
No.
Yes, you're going to think I'm crazy. I can promise you that and somehow they always get saved. But what were we about to go into there? Okay, maybe you weren't about to go. Okay. Well, getting back on it here. Again, last 40 minutes of that finale, some of the most beautiful television I've ever watched in my life. In my opinion, they couldn't have done it any better. They wrap up every character perfectly, every couple, every friend, every relationship. My favorite scene, this might be my favorite scene out of the entire show, is each...
Dustin's graduation speech.
No, but I did love that as well. One thing
I
I do
saw a
have to
bunch of
say...
people were hating it.
Yes, and that's what I was about to say now that you brought that up. I do have to say, this was a major problem. When I was watching the finale, I even said out loud, I was like, wait, why is nobody questioning this? Everybody in that town has hated the Hellfire Club because they have essentially, from what the town believes and what the town knows, the Hellfire Club murdered 4 people in the town. And now he's ripping his gown off and everybody's cheering for the Hellfire shirt and this whole thing that's happening. It's not equaling up. I loved it because
It's because Eddie died.
Brother, it doesn't matter. People don't give a crap about Eddie. The town still hates Eddie.
Okay.
So it doesn't make sense. But I did love it on the fact that it is exactly what Eddie said in season 4 that he was going to do when he graduated. Obviously, he didn't make it to graduation, but it is exactly what he said he was going to do. And so then, obviously, Dustin goes and does it. So I did love that scene. But possibly my favorite scene in this entire show is the scene when they're in the basement, they're playing the D&D for the last time, and each one of them, when they finish the thing and they do the 11 thing, each one of them gets up with their book, puts it on the shelf. They're all crying. Each one, each person looks at it, walks up the stairs, essentially saying goodbye to the show, saying goodbye to everything. I believe so. I don't know if this may have been confirmed. I don't know for sure, but I believe the books they were putting on the shelf were actually their scripts. That was their scripts for the show. And
Yeah.
and the Duffer Brothers did confirm that was the last thing they ever filmed for the show. So that was real emotions. They weren't acting. They were all actually crying.
Well, yeah, everybody could tell those were real.
Yeah. So that obviously made it even better of a scene. So that legitimately might be my favorite scene of the entire show. And then obviously after that you have the younger siblings now coming down into the basement, taking over, and picking up, pretty much just picking up where they left off. So I mean, it's freaking perfect in my opinion. Freaking perfect. You then get Joyce and Hopper, who finally get their date at Enzo's and get married, or he proposes, and all of that. And then he talks about getting a job in what is it, Montauk, New York. Is that what it's called? I maybe
I
said that wrong.
think.
I apologize if you don't know. So Montauk is what Stranger Things was originally supposed to be
I'm
called and where it
aware.
was originally supposed to be. Yeah, so nice little callback there. I like that. Lucas and Max get a happy ending. Steve, Nancy, Jonathan, and Robin all on the roof doing their little thing. I like their solid ending that each of them get. You have Jonathan being a filmmaker, Steve being a teacher, helping kids. Nancy,
Teacher. He was a coach, brother.
he's a baseball coach, but he's also a teacher. That's what that whole
Wait,
scene
he
on.
was?
They don't actually show him in the classroom, but that whole scene on the roof, they're making fun of him because he's a biology teacher, I believe, and so he teaches kids about how to not.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I loved that scene as well, where they're on the roof and they're talking about needing to stick together and get together once a month, whatever. And then I really, really, really loved Mike's ending as well, where they show him being an author, whatever he's doing, just telling more stories because he's been the storyteller of this entire show from the first freaking season, and now he gets to carry that on. And then obviously we have Eleven's ending, which I didn't mind at all. Eleven's ending, being left open for people to decide if they believe she's alive, if they believe she's dead, whatever. I didn't mind it at all. I think it's a good
No,
way.
and that was actually great the way they ended that off with Mike saying how everybody's doing or going, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then he's like, the mage, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought it was perfect. Those last 40 minutes of that finale is freaking perfect in my opinion. So those are, I mean, it's all positives. It's all positives for that last 40 minutes. It's all freaking amazing. I think a lot of this last season is really good. I think it's a great season. I think people are hating on it a little too much because the hype was unfreaking real for this last season. So I think people are hating on it a little too much. But I mean, even going back to like with the Home Alone type scene where they're fighting the Demogorgon, great scene there. Freaking love it. All of the scenes before that where we have Derek where he's doing his suck my fat one thing to Robin and all them, phenomenal. I mean, it's all great. It's all great. So you do have a lot of positives. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's great, and I think that last 40 minutes, the finale, will elevate a lot of this last season because I think it was wrapped up perfectly, at least in those last 40 minutes.
I did too.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just obviously, like I said, could have been cleaner. There's a lot of things that could have been done better. But that ending specifically was freaking gorgeous. So that really brought everything together very nicely. But you hear that train?
No.
Okay, cool. Unless you have any more positives, we can go into this whole theory thing. Or I know you wanted to say something about 11 as well, since we were just talking about her ending. You said you had something about her ending being open-ended, and people going
Well,
back and forth on that.
that's part of the theory thing.
Well, let's start off with that. We'll get into these theories here, but start off with that
Okay.
because
Okay.
when I watch it, I don't see how. Whatever, go.
Okay. So, I even saw a video on this. The Duffer Brothers set the ending up perfectly to where if they wanted to come back in 10 years or so and make a season 6, they could.
Mhm.
Because of the ending. Either they just don't because 11 is dead. That was one of the endings. Or they do because 11 is alive and everyone has to come back together to try and go and find her.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, oh gosh, just lost my train of thought on something you just said. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. There was something I was just gonna say about that. I just completely lost my train of thought. Um, Dang it, F me. So I don't know. I literally, wow, just completely lost everything I was thinking of. Um, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. It was actually important to what you were saying. Just let
Brother,
me,
lock
yeah, let me lock in for a
in.
second. I have no freaking idea. I
This
don't
guy's
know.
a clown.
I am a clown. Wow, that's actually sad.
Like, you're
But
genuinely a clown.
no, but they did. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So what you said is yes, they left it open perfectly to be able to do that. But I also saw a lot of people saying they left it over. So Stranger Things is supposed to be a never-ending story. That's the whole song thing. Never-ending story. Blah blah blah. Okay. A lot of people are also saying.
Never,
A lot of people are also saying that ending ends it perfectly to be a never-ending story because people are now going to continue to spiral with theories forever, which is going to keep the story going forever.
There's only two theories.
But there's a lot of theories that come off of that, like this insane freaking theory that we're going to get into that I know you have as well. And there's even more than I think you realize that people have been saying, like it's actually disgusting. But people have been saying that, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that
Okay.
no, it makes sense that they leave it open to where people will continue to create these theories and do all these things, blah blah blah, and keep it going. A lot longer than when the season actually ends. But okay. So now, what off of what you just said, did you say you had some proof for me that she could be dead, or was that it?
There is proof, but I didn't write it down. Wait, let me just think about it for a second. I can get it. So, like, there's arguments for each side of she's still alive and then
I got
she's
proof that
dead.
she's alive.
Um,
Undeniable.
some of the arguments, or one of the arguments, is Kali was bleeding out. Then when Hopper walks into the room, she's dead already.
Yes.
And they show her
So
dead.
I understand.
Now she could have been faking. She could have been faking for their plan that they had. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But that's just one of them. Another one is something about the bomb. Like the bomb blew her up before she could do it, or something like that.
Yeah. That I have seen a lot of people talking about that. I don't really get that one too much. I mean, I guess, or yeah, I get. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But what I saw, because there's one person on TikTok that did a deep dive, slowed everything down, put it frame by frame, showing when they get out of the upside down in the truck and the military grabs them. And this
In the
is what,
background, she jumps out of the truck. In the background, you can see her going through the door.
yes, in the background, you can see her going through the door, leaving. In the
You
background,
cannot even see if that's actually her or not.
on top of that, do we want to realize that there was what 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, or 6 of the kryptonite things that would have made it impossible for her to use her powers? Impossible if she was anywhere in the area. Impossible. But she somehow got Mike into that thing that was her using her powers. The only way that would have been possible is if she's alive and she's already escaped through that back door thing and she's already out of range. We've seen how
But
much even.
I'm also pretty sure an argument for that for the she didn't live side is Kali did that. I think. Or no, that would mean Kali was alive.
Yeah, yeah. So there's
Brother,
no.
I'm with the side that she's alive. So I'm
I
just
know,
trying to
I know, I know. But it's like these people that want to say she's dead. It's just annoying. It's just annoying because
don't look deep into the camera like that.
it was like, in my opinion, the only way that you watch that, and the only way that it actually makes sense is that she's alive. We've seen how much just one of those kryptonite things hurt her in the show to where she can't even move. You have 5 or 6 of them right there, and she's able to use her powers to say goodbye to Mike. She's alive, dog.
Yeah, she's definitely alive.
And I'm going to go find her.
Season 6,
Also,
we're going to go and find her.
Another point of her being alive is because, okay, so the theory that if she's dead, then the whole thing is that Mike is making this up in his head just to cope with her being dead. If that was the case, the scene we see with her in front of the waterfalls, she would be in front of 3 waterfalls because that's what Mike has in his head in the story that he's told. But she's only in front of 2, which is meaning it's a real place, not in his head because they're not 3.
I agree.
Exactly. It's like,
I mean, I know you want some yap back here, but
no, I don't
I'm
want
on
some
your
yap
side.
back. I want these people to yap back. Because you're wrong, bruh. You're wrong if you're going to yap back. But let's get into this theory. You want to take it or you want me to roll?
You think we have the same theory?
110%. Are you kidding me?
What?
The theory that there's another episode coming. Like,
I'll
do
get
we
into it.
think this
I'll
is
get
a
into it. I'll get
joke?
into it. So people legitimately think there is going to be another episode released on the 7th. Now, okay, listen. Okay. Sure. There are a few, like maybe 1, maybe 2, I don't know, a very few that kind of make sense. Kind of.
No.
Have to do with the number 7. They have to do with the number 7 throughout the show.
Oh, that, yeah. Now, I will say, sorry to interrupt you here, but I will say, there is a lot of stuff that are little Easter eggs, I guess I'll say, that do line up and do make it seem like, hey, there should be more. But guess what? There ain't more. Okay, those little Easter eggs aren't going to lead to anything. Now, what you're saying, yes, there's barely anything to say, 7. Keep it rolling.
Like, but actually imagine if that did happen, though. That'd be crazy. Okay, but so people are legitimately it is genuinely kind of scary.
No, buddy.
People
yes,
are
it is.
genuinely
I
insane.
scroll on TikTok. It is every video.
Yes.
Video.
Like, it's kind of concerning how this has people. I mean, these people are reenacting Joyce from season 1 with the lights.
I saw somebody comment on a video. It was like a mom or something, and she said, the Duffer Brothers have legitimately sent people into psychosis. This is not okay, and this is not safe.
I mean, genuinely. Okay, but here are some of the arguments on why there's going to be an episode on January 7th. Tell me how this correlates to how there's going to be an effing episode on January 7th. First off, the Wheeler family have the same style of haircut as Henry Creel. Yes. You are insane.
Now, I will say.
Genuinely.
I will say. Cooked Mama Wheeler there with that haircut. Done, brother. Are you kidding me? Wowzers. Yeah, I have that down as well, though, that they all have the Henry haircut. Which if people don't realize, Mr. Wheeler has had that same haircut through the entire show. So I don't.
Next, everyone at graduation is sitting with their arms crossed.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, I will say that's a little weird. Because when you go back and you look at it, it is every person there. That is a little weird.
I mean, yeah. But like, how else are you gonna sit?
I'm not saying it's going to lead to anything, but it is just weird when you go back and look at it.
Um, Multiple people have someone wearing glasses behind them.
No, okay, every
So that means
single.
that means there's gonna be an episode on January 7th.
That is weird as well, though. And it's not just sitting behind them, it's on the same side of them at the same exact angle. Every single one of them has a person wearing glasses.
That's gotta be a coincidence. Like, I don't know. There's a blank yellow sign at the
Okay,
graduation.
the blank yellow sign thing pisses me off. Like, the people that I keep seeing, making these videos showing, why is there a blank yellow sign in the crowd? Why is there a blank yellow sign in the crowd? You're
I'm
zooming
telling you right
in,
now, it's just them being lazy and they didn't.
or there's something written on that sign, but you're zooming in from 10 miles away and you can't see it.
I mean, maybe. And then my last one have here. You maybe have more than me. Um, Hopper gives Joyce the same ring that Jonathan had.
Yes, I think I forgot to write that down. Actually, I didn't realize that until I saw somebody do that. That is, I don't even want to say weird. That's just stupid.
No, that is just lazy.
Yes, that's lazy. That's lazy.
I'm telling
That's
you right now, it
lazy.
has nothing to do with anything. It's just them being lazy. They only had one ring, and they used it for
Yeah,
both
that's
scenes.
crazy. That's crazy. Genuinely. I think I have a few more than what you said. Let me see here. Yeah. So one of the big ones I will say, one of the big ones was so in season 4, when you have before Eddie dies, when you have them playing that D&D game. So it's the scene where they're playing the D&D game at the same time that Lucas is doing his basketball game. Yeah. So the entire point of that scene is Eddie and them playing D&D. And when everybody thought Vecna was dead, he was still alive.
He lives.
Yes. That is very, very, very interesting. That's very interesting. Because that's kind of foreshadowing. But at the same time, I think that could have been foreshadowing to the end of season 4 where they think they kill him, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
Very easily. Very easily. The other thing is that, so the whole point behind this theory is that, and I want to say this real quick. There are so many people, like you said, so many people losing their minds. There's so many different theories. It's literally impossible to even keep up with what people are doing. So we're probably interchanging a bunch of them. So just to throw that out there.
I mean, maybe.
But the
Maybe.
whole point of this theory is that Mike is under Vecna's trance. And so he's using Mike somehow. I don't even know.
I mean, guys, we thought Will was under Vecna's control when he came out as gay. That's actually crazy to think about. He comes out as gay and everybody thinks he's under Vecna's control.
And yeah, so now I want to say something real quick off of that. So when people thought that, I saw I saw people saying, so if that's the case, then Vecna's gay. Whatever, dog. One thing that it's another thing that pisses me off that I keep seeing these psycho people point out. The graduation gowns were green. Wait. No. Yeah. So the graduation gowns. Wait, when they graduated, were their things green or were they orange? They were orange, right? I miswrote this, I think. So the graduation gowns, I believe what it's supposed to say is the graduation
Wait, what?
gowns
You
were
cut out.
I think I miswrote this, but what I think it's supposed to say is the graduation gowns when Nancy graduated were green, but when all of them graduated, they're orange. A lot of people are pointing this out. um, Yeah, I mean I think that's all the other things I had there. So yeah, so people genuinely believe that there's another episode coming on January 7th. Again, why we're saying January 7th? Not a lot pointing to that date. I will say though, this is what I was going to tell you. There is also people saying, okay, get ready for this. There is also people saying, now I don't have a lot of information behind this because I just couldn't keep digging on this. If it doesn't come out January 7th, then this is what people are saying. If it doesn't come out January 7th, then we were looking at it wrong, and it's actually going to come out in 7 months from now. And so 7 is still the key, but it will come out in 7 months from now. Are
That's the
we
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
losing it? Are we losing it? So we think a random episode of Stranger Things is going to drop 7 months from now.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I will say though, gosh, I wish I would have saved it or I remembered it. I think there was like a decent theory or like argument. I don't remember it, but it was like, so the last episode of Stranger Things came out on January 1st. Something signified 6, so then it would come out 6 days after January 1st, which would be January 7th. I don't remember what signified
Yeah,
the 6th though.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember it either. That was probably the most promising lead of the whole thing. But yeah, I don't remember what it was either, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Gosh, dang it.
I think people are insane, and January 7th is going to hit, and
Watch, imagine if one actually came out. Imagine that.
if a Stranger Things episode 9 of season 5 drops January 7th, I will shave my balls live on the next podcast episode.
Okay.
and you can hold me to that. All right? It's not happening. It's not happening because here's what happened, guys. Here's what happened because I actually saw a dude. I saved his video. He broke it down perfectly. He said, "Listen, you are all so justified to be believing this. You are all so justified, and it is okay because they had so many things that do line up and do connect that there should have been another episode." So you are all so justified, and I'm saying this to you guys that believe this as well. You are so justified for believing this because there should be another thing. But guess what? All it's going to lead up to is the Duffer Brothers got lazy, the writing got lazy, things didn't line up, and now the show is over. But what I will combat with that is, did they get lazy? Did they get lazy? Did they mess up the writing? Did they leave all these things to connect for no reason? Or was the point of it all to turn you into exactly what Joyce Byers is in season 1 and drive people mad? And there goes freaking Batman who laughs in the background there. To drive, and that's a sign, to drive people mad and turn them into Joyce Byers from season 1.
That's the dumbest.
I guess we'll never know.
Okay, stop.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Gosh, I'm trying to find this. Like, where did I see it at?
All in all, though, I'll say it again, man. I'll say it again. Yes, there's things that could have been better. Yes, there's things that should have been fixed. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, genuinely, I don't care. That ending wrapped it all up. This was one of my favorite shows I've ever watched. This is always going to have a special place in my heart. Love these actors. I wish the best for every single one of them. I hope they get more roles. I'd love to see them in more roles. And it just wrapped it up perfectly. Like honestly, those last 40 minutes wrapped it up perfectly. Was season 5 the best season of the show? No. But my gosh, man.
What do you see the guy who plays Steve, Joe Carey or whatever his name is? He's like starring in, I don't remember what it was, but you might have saw something on it.
Yeah, new movie.
He actually looks, yeah, like it looks. He look like they made him look like good for it. I guess I don't know, like different. Like
I
I don't
hope
know how
they
to
all
explain it.
get a lot more roles. Obviously, Sadie Sink is getting her role in the MCU. Um, I know Finn Wolfhard, so that's so Mike. I know. I guess he's already made a few movies himself, like some decently big ones. And if you don't realize, he's in It. He's in Ghostbusters. He's in something else as well. Like he's already been in a bunch of other stuff. Um,
I literally saw a
one.
thing of someone showing Mike is the only guy who's defeated it and Vecna.
The one person I don't think is going to get anything is Will. Genuinely, I don't think he's going to get anything else.
I mean, he probably will. I don't.
I genuinely don't think he will. He just causes so much drama. Like he's caused so much drama behind the scenes with stuff that he said. Um, that I just don't think he'll get anything else. I wish he does. Again, I hope every single one of them gets more roles. What I was gonna say though is a role, brother, a role that Lucas would be absolutely perfect for. I mean, absolutely perfect.
I can't wait to hear
I've
this.
never seen somebody more perfect. What's his name in real life? Um, something McLaughlin or something. Gosh darn it, what's his actual name? I don't know. Perfect role. Can you guess it? Brother, I'm telling you. Brother, I'm telling you.
If I
Perfect
guess it,
role.
I might get in trouble.
Miles Morales. Miles
I saw
Morales.
something on that. I saw something on that.
Perfect role. Please. All the other people I've seen they want to cast for it, I don't like. He is perfect. Please. Please.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be mad if he was
I would be so
casted as
happy.
Miles Morales.
I would be so
You
freaking
haven't even
happy.
watched the movie, so actually stop talking.
Don't care. Don't care.
Um,
Don't care. Also, I really, 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 really hope Dustin gets some more roles.
I do too, but
I think it's
I even saw a thing saying like someone saying like I don't think Dustin's gonna get any more roles just because of his like body shape or whatever.
well, yeah, because he has I don't know what it's called, but he has the
Yeah, but he has that thing where he has like no collarbones or whatever.
well, yeah, he has a bunch of things. Like he even said he's had like 10 surgeries or something on his mouth. Like he has a
But
bunch of things.
like that's just so stupid in my opinion. Because I love him in Stranger Things. Anybody else that
Yeah,
casts him as something, he's most likely gonna be loved.
exactly. Like that's why I think it's stupid as well. Why it should even affect anything to do with him getting casted as something. Like, hey,
Yeah.
people love him. I want to see him. Do it. Do it. I don't care that he doesn't have no collarbones, bruh. All right, I don't care. Like, put him in. I mean, my gosh. But yeah, he is one that I fear will struggle. I know he's doing a lot of voice acting stuff, though. I know he's doing a lot of voice acting stuff, and he's big on Broadway.
I'm big on Broadway.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I really hope we see him in a lot more roles. What else was I just gonna say? There's something else. Gosh darn. Oh, how are we gonna forget Millie Bobby Brown? She's got some other thing coming out on Netflix or something. I mean, she's always gonna have Netflix. She has like some massive deal with Netflix, so she's always gonna have Netflix. I don't think we're gonna see her in too much stuff though, personally.
No, I don't know why people are saying this. Like, I thought she was already a big actor. She is, or an actress.
I mean, yeah, she like currently right this moment, she probably has the biggest name. I mean, I don't know if I would even say that. I think she probably has. Okay, I'll say. I don't even know if I can say that though, because like I was gonna say she probably has the most going for her right this second, but you could probably argue Sadie Sink has more going for her right now. I mean,
Well, I mean, getting the being.
Her getting a role in the
Spider-Man.
MCU, she could do that for the next 10 years, bro.
Getting to being Spider-Man is a big
Yeah.
deal.
I don't know. Like Millie has some. Like I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from because that's what I thought as well. Personally, if you want me to be honest, I think this season is gonna hurt her career a little bit because I don't think her acting was too fabulous in this final season.
Well, I already know she has like a new movie or something coming out in
Yeah, yeah,
2026.
that's what I'm saying. She already has stuff lined up. She has a
Yeah.
TV show, another TV show she's doing, another movie. She like I said, she has some massive deal with Netflix, so she's always gonna have Netflix. She's not gonna be homeless on the street anytime soon. But I think Sadie Sink will be bigger than her. I think Caleb is his name, Caleb McLaughlin or something. I think he has the opportunity to be bigger than her. I think Finn could, but I just get the vibe he doesn't really care to be like
Well, I
some
mean, like we
massive.
already said, he's been in Ghostbusters,
Oh
Stranger
yeah,
Things.
yeah,
Those are some pretty decent titles. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Um, yeah, but I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Stranger Things is over. Stranger Things is over. All
I guess real
freaking
quick,
love.
just a I guess we'll just talk about this real quick. I watched a video on this. How much do you think? I don't remember his number, but what like he was in the like with 11 with Papa. He was the kid that got electrocuted and he was like causing trouble. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah,
How much do you think he got paid?
yeah. I don't know. He was only in one season, right? Whatever season that was. That season before.
Uh well, and if there was like flashbacks of him or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I have no freaking idea. Give me the answer.
His base pay, I guess, I don't remember the actual name for it, but he did get more than this, 30K. 30K, but he got a lot more for like other stuff. I don't remember the whole breakdown. But
I thought you were about to say some crazy big number, but
no, I'm pretty sure he gets like 50 or somewhere around there. But and you know, every time someone watches it, he gets a
yeah,
paycheck or
yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But I mean, hey, and he gets hotels paid for, he gets a private driver, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
taking that.
mean,
I'm
yeah,
taking that. And on
110%.
top of that, he had more of a like he did more than the other people that were lined up, but he said they also got paid like the same amount.
Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. I don't know. I mean, I know that all the main people got paid insane amounts this last season.
Okay, yeah, obviously. All right.
I mean,
Guys, that's episode 12. Episode 12, movie night with the bros. Stranger
full,
Things focused episode right there.
yeah,
Hope you
full
guys
Stranger Things
enjoyed.
breakdown. Like I said, Stranger Things is over, guys. It's sad. And once January 7th passes and there's nothing else coming, maybe that'll set in for you
If an
guys.
episode drops on January 7th, I might genuinely go insane
It's not happening.
in the
But guys,
membrane.
we freaking love you all, man. Stranger Things wrapped up. It's sad. That's it, man.
And guys, we
That's
will
it.
be reviewing the movie we got on the movie wheel from last episode
Yes.
on the next episode, and we'll be spinning the movie wheel again on the next episode.
Yes, we just wanted to do a full Stranger Things centered episode for you guys.
Yeah,
Since it
it's
just
not
wrapped
because
up
we
and
didn't
everything.
watch the movie yet, and
No, absolutely
we
not.
are
No,
we
no,
already
no.
watched it. We just wanted to
No,
do
no, no,
that.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of Stranger Things there. Been a lot of Stranger Things talk over the last, month and a half. Who knows the next time we'll talk about it.
all right, quit yapping in the episode. Episode 12 in the books. There it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.
Peace!